Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve, and on trial day 3, something happened that I thought was pretty significant in this whole Darrell shenanigans case, right? So the prosecution said there was a witness that they didn't think needed to be called. It was the woman who literally, I think like 3 or 4 of her children, I think all of her children all got horribly injured. Like all of them, like got injured horribly by Darrell. Okay. Now, she didn't see anybody else get hit with the car. All she knows about was her own kids after the fact. So she didn't see him in the car. She didn't, see the car hit anybody or anything, but she was seriously affected by this because literally all of her children got hit by Darrell. So the prosecution is like, well, she was on the list, but there's no reason to call her because she didn't see anything. So because of opposite day that Darrell loves to live in, like Groundhog's Day, wakes up every day in opposite day, okay? Because they say they don't see a need to have her come up. Of course, Darrell being Darrell says, no, I think it's still relevant. She's affected by this whole thing so much. I still think that she should be brought up as a witness. Now, unbeknownst to Darrell, this was a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. And then we move to when she testifies. This is the moment when Darrell inserts foot into mouth.
And instruct the state to assist as they have already offered. What about this Kathleen Urell? I know she's on their potential witness list that was filed.
To correct, I apologize for interrupting, but I did misspeak. She was at the parade, but she did not see, she cannot testify to anyone being struck or injured by the SUV other than her own children that she learned after the fact. And she cannot identify the driver.
All right, Mr. Brooks?
It's still relevancy there. She was at the parade.
Now listen to Darrell. He don't know nothing about this woman. All he knows is that it sounds like the defense doesn't want her to testify.
And as we just heard right now for the record, that she would be directly affected by it, by her family being victims in the matter. Also, she gave statements and she filed a report. I feel like her testimony would be relevant to the matter.
All right, I'll keep her on the list as well.
And Darrell felt like he accomplished something. Now, so Darrell felt like he accomplished something there. Fast forward to this.
Your daughter Alice, she was 10 at the time, wasn't she?
She was.
She suffered chipped front teeth, is that correct?
Yes.
And facial scarring?
Yes.
And road rash?
Yes.
And a broken fibula and tibia?
Yes.
And broken metatarsal bones?
Yes.
She was observed in a concussion protocol, is that correct?
She was.
Your daughter Vivian, she was marching with the extreme dance group too, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
How old was she in November of 21?
She just turned 7.
Vivian suffered a severe concussion, didn't she?
Objection, lady.
Yes.
And road rash?
Extreme road rash.
And a lung contusion?
Yes.
And facial scarring?
Yes.
And your 7-year-old daughter Vivian suffered a broken tailbone, didn't she?
She did.
Your son Grayson, he was 8 on November 21st, 2021, is that correct?
That is
Objection,
correct.
lady.
He was walking with the extreme dance group handing out candy, is that right?
He was.
He went to the hospital after the parade, didn't he?
Yes.
He suffered a compound fracture in his femur, is that correct?
An open Compound fracture.
Meaning the bone came through the skin?
Yes.
Objection, hearsay. I don't believe he's a doctor.
Overruled, the witness may answer based upon personal knowledge.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
A police officer saved Grayson's life by placing a tourniquet on that open leg wound. Is that correct?
Yes.
I don't have any other questions.
Will you read the record?
I'll redirect.
Mickey Mann, you may step down.
It was at this moment Darrell knew he had fucked up. He wanted this witness to come on up because the prosecution was like, no, it's not necessary to bring her up. She didn't see him hit nobody. She didn't see him. And Darrell on his opposite day. Look, look at him. He like, oh, no questions, Your Honor. Darrell, you are the devil. If it has not been confirmed for you before, let me confirm it for you now, baby. Look at him. Look at him. It don't always pay to just do the opposite, to just go with the opposite of stuff. Have we learned that today? No, not shocked. Darrell, it's your fault that she had to come here and relive all of that. You realize that this is what you accomplished here. Oh my gosh. To Hades with you, boy. To Hades with you. Y'all know what to do. Y'all already know what to do. Okay? You know. Behave. All right? Do not be a Darrell, or you're going to end up looking like this. Trying to keep the rest of the foot out of your mouth. You got enough foot in there, huh? You don't want no more? Okay, whatever. Mama love you. Okay? Peace.